Greetings, friends. This is Elizabeth Schermer with an intuitive message for the Aquarius New Moon, which occurs in a few minutes. At Pacific time, it occurs at 1:42 p.m. and I'm coming to you. I'm recording this right now, just around 1 p.m. I've been sitting with the message for over a day and a half, and it's coming forward now because I have been integrating my own big energies, and my face just got really hot. That's a sign that there is truth coming through for all of us right now, including me personally. I don't know if you can tell that my face just got red. This is an enormously powerful, potent time in our lives and in our world. It can't be overemphasized, the fact that we really are crossing a threshold of new birth and new potential and new possibility. Literally, the birth of a new eon is happening now. And there's not one single moment of this dawning of a new age. However, there are points where we cross big thresholds. And we prepare for those big thresholds for weeks or months, and then we cross another big leap in evolution, and that's happening right now with the great conjunction of Pluto and Saturn that came full last few days ago during the lunar eclipse. And now we are out the other side of that great conjunction that has been building over the last year especially. And this coming year of 2020 is about a new quality of integration, of a new birth, of a new realization of our own personal power, what it means to be fully empowered, and what it means to step up and receive the full gifts of the truth of who each of us is, the truth of who you are, and what's possible in your life, what it truly means to be a human being, and what it truly means to participate as a co-creator in the new birth that is unfolding as we speak. So the Aquarius New Moon is a point every year where we receive an infusion of the insight and the awareness and the inspiration of the truth of who we are. So I'm going to do my best to synthesize today some of the some practical tools that you can use just in the coming days. What's really important right now is to hold the bigness and to hold the inspiration, to hold the visions of the truth of what we are stepping into, and owning the truth of the bigness of this opportunity can help us remember the context for the perceptions of chaos, of dismantling that's happening, along with this incredible sense of inner calm. Both experiences are real, and so that's the encouragement that I really want to give to you today, and that we keep offering each other. I myself need that encouragement as well personally, to allow the dismantling of what is no longer in integrity with who you are, with visions of wholeness and health and freedom and well-being for life in our world. And so the dismantling is happening personally, and the dismantling is happening collectively. And holding space for this dismantling is an incredible coherence of truth and love and light. And we are each here to be participants and to be warriors and to be healers and to be teachers to bring forward this light. So knowing the bigness and also knowing the need for practical support today, I've been meditating this week on and asking for a clear practical message for each of us that can just help us in this current transition of this particular new moon, to hold the big picture of inspiration, and then in practical ways, what do we really need to know every day to show up, to stay calm and clear and balanced. So the first message that came forward as I meditated for practical advice right now was the word calm, over and over and over. We need to, in order to remain resilient and present for all the change that's happening, we have to strengthen our quality and capacity for calm. That calm, another word for calm is silence. It's inner silence, it's inner breath, it's inner presence that enables us to reconnect with our own alignment. And so if you, whatever tools you have right now for grounding and for centering in your heart, both centering in your heart through breath work and presence and calm, and then maintaining and reestablishing your vertical alignment, grounding above and below, those tools are essential to remain stable. And there are several tools and practices, core tools and practices that we use in Mystery School. And I'll be, for those of you who are not directly members of the Mystery School community, I'll be sharing some of those specific core tools and practices with you over the next few weeks. And then they can unfold in your life in a variety of ways. So your personal tools for centering in your heart and for vertical alignment are really key right now. Committing to yourself, committing to your tools, and committing to systems of support, your personal, the group that you travel with, the people you rely on. We are no longer traveling alone. We no longer have to be self-reliant, and we no longer have to rely on adaptations that have served us for lifetimes and lifetimes of survival. We are here now to reconnect and collaborate in larger groups. We can release those adaptations of self-reliance. That's part of the healing in order to collaborate together to create new worlds. So commit to yourself. Practice and strengthen those techniques that enable you to ground and center and return to calm, and then strengthen your small groups and grids of support that enable you to evolve and grow faster than you can alone. That's the most practical advice I can give you right now. And now we're going to dive into the reading for our Aquarius New Moon. I have the Eon in the center of our introduction spread because the Eon represents our new birth right now. And the Eon is the card also of Pluto, the card of new birth, of total transformation, and of stepping into your own new life. This card represents the threshold we're crossing and our ability to release fear and judgment and old patterns of living so that we can be present to new opportunities and fully receive the healing fire of new insight and new courage and new birth. And so this is a time of new birth, and the Eon is, we are stepping into a new Eon. And so that's the affirmation of this time. And now the cards for the Aquarius New Moon are the Star and the Prince of Swords. And so the Star is the card for Aquarius. And the Star symbolizes your ability now to receive the light, to be a transmitter of light, to fully receive light and then to fully offer it to the world. The Star, the goddess Nut, represents you now, embracing pure potential, embracing all the light that is possible. And then you draw down the light from above, and then you offer your light to the world for new creations. You offer your inspiration, you offer your truth, and you participate with others. That's the energy of Aquarius and the energy of this beautiful card. There's something that I've been drawn to over and over as I've meditated on the card this week, and that's the 7-pointed star in the top corner. 7 is the number of mystery and the number of life. 7 doesn't exist in form, it exists in processes. And the colors of the rainbow and our 7 chakras and other processes of life. So this is a reminder that our confidence and our reality is based on the processes of life, not on physical security. Those security systems are what are being reformed, and we're here to reform. The age of Aquarius is an age of reform and new freedom and new opportunity, and we're each here to participate in this new age. So this is the energy of the Aquarius New Moon, energy of new possibilities, And the court card for the Aquarius New Moon and for Aquarius is the Prince of Swords. And the Prince of Swords represents our ability to be warriors through inspiration, through imagination, and through aligning what inspires us, through aligning our minds with our hearts, which is the emerald green. The yellow is the color of inspiration and insights and consciousness. The solar light, and the emerald green is the color of our heart. So by moving forward with our hearts and committing to align our inspiration from our heart, we're able to focus and harness all these amazing energies that are coming through in practical ways in the world. So the sword is the symbol of the warrior, and this is the sword of committing to inner truth and justice for ourselves and for all, the sword of insight rather than the shadow, which is the sword of aggression. So we're using our warrior powers now to claim the truth of what we know, and to commit to our personal growth and to commit to releasing judgment so that we can be fully present for something larger. So now we will, now we will bring forward the reading for the new moon. Oh, I want to show you something special here too, though. I want to show you the chart. The chart for the new moon is a bowl pattern, and a bowl pattern is when all the planets are concentrated together in less than half of the zodiac. And this is a very concentrated bowl, and the bowl pattern represents synthesis and coherence and a strong field of support. The sides of the bowl always represent the energies that will help us moving forward, and this is significant because the sides of the bowl are the planets Uranus and Mars. And so Uranus and Mars are helping us now show up for the unknown, to show up for change, to show up for new potential, and to show up in courage and confidence. Mars works in direct partnership with Uranus. Uranus, the card for Uranus is the Fool in tarot. And so this represents pure possibility, our willingness to accept the unknown, to commit to freedom, to one of the words for Uranus is revolution, to commit to change and to participate in change and to welcome change without fear, to welcome the unknown. Mars works in partnership with Uranus by helping us show up in courage and confidence and practical action. The card for Mars is the Tower, and Mars helps us release our fear of change so that we can be present in concrete ways, to take action and to use our willpower and courage to be fully present. So that's the underlying energy of this particular Aquarius new moon. And now the spread. So in the position of circumstances, we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is called virtue. And virtue refers to the ability to choose, to use your will. Wands are willpower and courage. To use your will to align in your heart, to align with your own integrity, to choose yourself, to choose alignment. And you will know you have that alignment when you feel calm. The calm, the sense of inner calm, to be able to show up to inner calm takes a great deal of will. The astrology of this card is Sun in Aries. There's a courage of new beginnings, new possibilities, new potentials, and the willingness to come fully present. So in the position of circumstances, this card is saying that there's an opportunity now to fully own your circumstances, to fully own the perfection of everything that's showing up, and to learn from them and to receive from them what you need to know, to live in trust. And the opposite card is emphasizing that. The Ace of Discs in the position of spirit is saying that this is a time to trust and know new birth. The Ace of Discs literally is the card of the birth of something new in physical form. It isn't here yet. It's coming through the birth canal. And this is not our job to know. in the source of, in the position of spirit, the message is know that the birth is here and that your job right now is to stay present and calm and trust the circumstances that are showing up for you so that you can do your part to celebrate the birth of amazing new possibilities. And interestingly, the star at the center of this card also is a heptagon, a seven-sided star. This is the birth of mystery and magic beyond what we could ever know. And so when we can hold, we can use our tools to stay present to our circumstances, then we can allow the universe to bring forward much more than we ever could have dreamed or imagined on our own. And now the punchline of the spread is the Prince of Swords in the position of mind and awareness. So I laughed when I pulled the spread yesterday, and I've been sitting with it. And so I laughed when that card turned in the center, because it's a very powerful affirmation that we are in our path. This is, as I said a few minutes ago, the court card for Aquarius. So this is an affirmation to you that you're exactly where you need to be right now, that you have the opportunity this month to welcome the warrior within. Welcome your ability to have new insights and new courage and new awareness of your own visions. One of the signatures of this new moon is the ability to hold the vision, which is that Ace of Discs, hold the visions of possibility, and then release attachment to specific outcomes so that you can take practical actions in the moment to stay present. The practical actions are for you to stay present and aligned and move in concrete steps toward your visions, knowing that they will continue to evolve and expand, and you can celebrate that expansion. And the punchline, the final punchline, is if the Prince of Swords wasn't enough, is the final card is the Fool. And so the fourth card in our spread, emphasizing this new opportunity, is the Fool, as I said earlier, representing pure unknown, pure potential, pure possibility, and your ability to show up with courage, to be a participant in the new birth and new life. To receive the Fool and an Ace in a spread, in a 4-card spread, is a very strong exclamation point that we indeed are in a new threshold of change. We are in a new beginning. We are creating a new world. The Ace of Discs is the birth of new form in physicality and new blessings. The Fool is coming through a vortex, through the birth canal. That's you coming through the birth canal. And this can be disorienting. The Fool and an Ace in a spread signifies a time of great change. And so the change can feel chaotic. That's why it's so important right now to rely on your systems of support and rely on your techniques and rely on practitioners. If you need extra support right now for energy medicine techniques to help you center and ground, that can be a very strategic way to maintain your momentum and to support whatever patterns you're releasing. Patterns for release may show up emotionally, they may show up physically, they may show up in your circumstances, they may show up in relationships. All of these releases are actually very positive symptoms of birth. It's just that they can be uncomfortable. So make sure to rely on systems of support. Reach out to those you trust, and also, when necessary, reach out to practitioners also to just help you to maintain your own health and stability. So this is a time to celebrate. It's a time to embrace the adventure of an incredible year that lies ahead. These 3 cards that you see in front of you here are cards of unbelievable good fortune. And so the main, I'm just moving up to ask for the main point of departure here. The main point of departure right now is that we have to release our habit of establishing our well-being or our security externally. The point of departure now is inner security, inner stability. And from there, we are able to ride the wave of change with exhilaration and celebration and incredible joy and appreciation for the opportunity to be present at this time. There's much to look forward to. It's going to be an amazing year. And I thank you for sharing in this message. I wish you well. I wish you abundance. And for those of you who are curious about our community in the Alchemy Mystery School, there are a couple of spots remaining in this year's Alchemy program. So you can reach out. We launch in March. You can reach out to me through the website if you alchemymysteryschool.com if you'd like to learn more about that. And there'll be many other opportunities coming up for participation. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing what you do in the world to participate in this amazing birth. This is Elizabeth Schermer and the Alchemy Mystery School with our Aquarius New Moon message.